seeds, fruits, nuts, and seeds.
Chapatti, thank you for teaching us to be healthy.
The energy that I feel with these meals.
Chapatti, that was really yummy.
Like a kid with no toys. Health is my greatest joy. Come and see, come and be with our host Chapatti.
Welcome back to Food with Life. I'm your host Chapatti, and we are here once again in Alice Springs, Australia, with our wonderful guests, Raylene Brown, who is a very special Aborigine bush tucker cook, and a wonderful Aborigine elder from Uluru, Australia, Mr. Rob Randall. Very nice to have you here. We're going to be talking today about some bush tucker remedies for healing and how they can benefit our body and things of that kind. So, Raylene, welcome.
Thank you.
We'd like you to begin to show us what to do here.
Welcome to Kungas Can Cook, and today we're going to be cooking with some beautiful bush foods and enlightening all your guests with some beautiful foods from our Central Australia. We've got some bush tomato, which is really good for your stomach. It has lots of antioxidants, lots of vitamin C, and we're mixing it with some couscous and potato and some really healthy vegetables. So I'm hoping that after you've tried our lovely bush tomato, you're going to be wanting to eat it all the time.
Oh, all right. So let's start.
Yes,
I'm hungry.
Oh, I'm hungry already.
Let's go.
Let's go.
You're hungry, Bob?
I certainly am.
Let's go.
Okay, so the ingredients of what we're going to be using today, we've got some ground turmeric, some vegetable oil, we've chopped up a couple of, about 3 cloves of garlic, some fresh coriander, just a little bit of ground black pepper, fresh chilli which I've seeded and chopped. We've got some cumin as well as the spices. We're going to fry those all up together. And we've also got some sweet potato or yam or kamara, whatever you like to use it as. And we've got some dried couscous, and that's the butter to go with the couscous, and the broad beans and onion. And then we're going to do a sweet sauce from the brown sugar and the ground up bush tomato. So, and we're going to add a little bit of water to that. So it's a really nice combination of flavours, and of course the main ingredient is our lovely bush raisin or kajira. So, yep. Okay.
I'm hungry. So what are we starting to do?
The first thing we're going to have to do is actually boil up our sweet potato in some vegetable stock.
I'm thinking before I ask you this. Bush tomato has a very healthy way. Yes?
Yes.
It's good for anything in particular.
Yes, it's very good for your digestion of foods. Has lots of antioxidants in it, so it can break down all those radicals that are in your stomach. And also, you only have to have a small portion of these, maybe just a handful of these a day, is equal to eating, 2 or 3 oranges. So the vitamin C content is very high in these bush tomatoes. And because they're very small, they're very pungent and very strong in flavour and very strong in all those antioxidants and vitamin C. So you're having a pow. It's like taking I suppose your vitamin C a day. But
yes.
Yeah, it's very nice and very strong flavoured bush fruit.
Good.
Yep.
Okay, how do we start?
The first thing we're going to do is we're going to have to boil up our sweet potato in some vegetable stock.
All right.
Okay. And at the same time, we're going to have to put on some boiling water to soak our couscous in.
Couscous, yes.
Yes, that's right. Good. So we've got, over at the stove we have some sweet potato boiling up in our stock, so we can
take a look. Okay.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, shall I put this in the pot?
Yes, put it in the pot. Right. Okay, that's our sweet potato. We can just let that sit now and boil for about 10 minutes.
10 minutes, all right.
Okay.
What can we do next?
We're doing our bush tomato sauce next, our sweet sauce.
Let's go.
Okay.
So what happens here now?
All we're doing now is we're going to make our sweet bush tomato sauce, our kajira sauce. So we're going to get Bob to give us a hand to put the ingredients in the pot. So we're going to put some water in there first. So there's our water. We've got that boiling straight away, so we're just taking that off the heat a little bit. And
then
we're
what?
going to put our sugar in, our brown sugar. So we've got about a cup of brown sugar, and we just want to dissolve that in. Okay,
Oh, we need a spoon. There we go.
That's
There
all.
we go.
there we go.
There it is.
And then we're just going to put our bush tomato in.
Right now?
Yeah, right now. Just it all can be dissolved together, and we're just going to make that into just a syrup. So I've got
Do we stir it around?
Yeah, we're giving it a bit of a stir. So here we go.
Ooh,
And we'll let that sit on the stove until it gets into a sticky syrup.
yes.
So then we can just, this is like I was saying before, it just needs to simmer down and reduce. And all those lovely flavours of the bush tomato will be coming out of there. So the smell of that's beautiful. Okay.
So what would be now from here? We let that stay for about how long?
We're leaving that to cook for about another 10 minutes. So,
10 minutes,
yeah,
all right.
till it simmers down. So we'll just put it on a bit of a low heat
All right.
because we don't want to burn the sugar.
Ah.
So that's on a low heat, so it's going to turn into a syrup.
So what happens with the sugar?
The sugar just dissolves and it gives it a beautiful flavour. Because the bush tomato is so strong in flavour, we just want to tone it down a little bit.
I see, I
Yeah.
see.
It's very nice.
I like that too.
Sound of that.
This is Food with Life. This is Food with Life.
Okay, so now we've got our sweet potato cooking and our beautiful bush tomato sauce. While that's happening, we're going to be making our couscous. So we're just going to add about a half a cup of butter, unsalted butter, and we've got 2 cups of couscous, and then we're just going to put some boiling water, 2 cups of boiling water into that. So that will take around about another 10 minutes just to soak up all those the moisture. So we're just going to give that a bit of a stir, just make sure the butter is all through there. Shake that up. And just while you're having a few breaks, just go in and just give it a bit of a stir around. This is just to moisten it up. Okay, so we can set that aside once that's done. Okay.
Okay, so what we're doing here now?
We're going to add these broad beans,
Oh.
which are a great protein source, in with our potato we've got boiling on the stove there.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
I try.
Okay, so
Put
we're
it
just
in
going
here.
to put those in there now. And we'll just give those a bit of a... They only need around about another 5 minutes in there just to soften up. So
Okay.
we're just going to give those a bit of a turn and set those aside.
Let's cook for about 5 minutes,
Yeah,
yes?
about 5 minutes.
All
yeah.
right.
So nice and healthy. And our sauce is ready.
Oh,
Right.
Oh,
so
good.
our bush tomato sauce is ready. So we can turn that off
all right.
and just put that aside now. Okay, so now we've got all the other ingredients over at the stove. Bob's going to help me to put that together. So we've got some vegetable oil, around about 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil into a hot pan. So put that all in there. And then we're going to add our chopped brown onions. So I've got a large brown onion chopped up. It's going in there.
Ooh.
Looking nice. And we're just going to put a pinch of the turmeric in there. So you can just put a pinch of turmeric.
Pinch.
Yep. Probably about a teaspoon. So maybe a couple of pinches of the turmeric just for colour. Okay. And we've got the cumin there. The same. We've got about a teaspoonful of the cumin. And you'll be starting to smell all these lovely flavours coming out of there. We can add in our garlic now. Just tip the whole of that garlic in there. We've got 3 cloves of garlic.
Ooh.
And a whole red chilli, which I've just seeded because we just took a bit of the spice out of it. And a teaspoon of the black pepper. So then we can give that a little bit of a stir up. You got that? Can it get out of there? Rightio. Done a great job there, Bob. Thank you.
Stir it up. Stir it up.
Yeah. Okay, so now we give it a bit of a pan. We're just going to soften these up.
How long should this cook about?
Just around just a few minutes, really,
Just
because we're just going to soften the
Herbs.
onion. Yeah.
Bring them in together, huh?
Yeah, and let those flavours all go around. It's lovely. We've got a bit of the yellow coming through.
Can
with
you
the
smell
chilli.
that, Bob?
No,
you
it
smell
smells
that?
lovely.
You smell it?
Yes, it looks really nice. It smells beautiful. Okay.
Ooh, the onion is strong.
Oh, it's strong.
Yes. I don't want to start my eyes crying. All right.
So we're just going to turn that off.
And what we do here?
And then we're going to spoon the sweet potato and broad beans into this and mix it through. Okay. You can actually put, we might just put all that in there, I think, because that's a really nice stock in there. Okay, so now we have this nice broad beans, sweet potato,
Getting hungry, Bob?
and our spices are all in there. And what the next step we have to do then is just mix a little bit of our bush tomato sauce and our fresh coriander into the couscous.
And it's almost done, yes?
And it's almost done.
All right.
Yes.
So should we mix it in? Just the bush
Yes.
tomato?
The bush tomato has to go into the couscous. So
This is Food with Life. Welcome back to Food with Life.
okay, so we've got all this beautiful syrup here. We're going to add it into the couscous. As you can see, it's quite sticky, so we're going to need another helping hand here. So we're going to mix that through.
It's a paste. It's a
Yeah,
paste,
it's a
yes?
paste. It's like, do you know, it reminds me sometimes of a tamarind. Tamarind taste. So it's, and with the sugar in it, it's toned that flavour down a little bit, but you haven't lost all that beautiful flavour. I think that might be enough in there.
All right.
And now, Bob, would you be able to put in that that little bit of chopped fresh coriander, and then we can give it a bit of a stir around. Okay. So all of the moisture has soaked up in the couscous and butter that we had sitting aside. That's been aside for around about 10 minutes, so it doesn't take too long. So this is going to be our side dish. Okay, and we're going to serve the vegetables as a side of the couscous. So just about mix that all through now, so we can get some of this. Oh, excuse me.
Ooh,
Put that onto the plate.
This
Maybe
is
a
the-
little bit more.
the final dinner,
The final dinner.
final dish.
Yes. Okay, we've got that there, and we're going to spoon that onto the plate as well. So we've got our bits of bush tomato through all that, and I think a good enough serving. That's going to be really filling and healthy dish for you. There we go. A last little bit of the coriander on the top, and who's going to have a try?
Sure, is it very good for digestion? If you
Yes,
have a weak
very good.
digestion, it's very easy
Yes,
to get.
it helps to digest foods. It's great for. It's got all those things in there that help to break down other bad, things, toxins and that in your stomach. So it's great.
All right, who can we have a taste? Do you want to taste?
Bob?
Bob, you have a taste?
Bob?
We have a fork,
No, we
a
don't.
spoon with it? Taste with a spoon,
Okay then.
please.
Bob. You can have a try a bit of the couscous. Since he's a
You're
bit
my
of a-
guest as a taster. What do you think?
Sweet.
Good?
Totally different.
Can I have a flavour?
From the time when my mothers used to feed it to me straight from the plant. This is amazing to see
Yes.
how
Yeah.
the changeover in the old ancient food used by our people can still be used today.
Ah,
And it tastes just as good.
very nice.
I'm glad, Bob.
May I have a flavour?
I'm glad I've had an expert here that's eaten it a long time ago.
Should I taste together with the
Yeah,
beans?
Yep, try it with the beans.
All together?
Yep, off you go.
Mmm.
Oh,
Oh. Oh.
whoops.
You have the flavor of the sweet,
Yep.
and you have the flavor of the vegetable,
Yes,
and the
yep.
couscous. So many different flavors.
Yeah, many different flavours.
Many flavors.
This is just one way of cooking and using the bush tomato.
Very nice.
It's
You
very
should,
nice sauces and dressings and all kinds of way you can use it.
I think our audience would love to try this.
I hope so.
I think you should very much enjoy the flavor.
I really hope they ever have a chance to taste a bush tomato from
Mm-hmm.
Central Australia. Really go for it. It's an amazing taste.
Well, we want you to try this, and we want to thank our wonderful guest chef here, Raylene Brown, who should be back with another good dish. I am your host, Chapatti. Stay with us. We'll be back very soon with something very special. We'll see you in just a minute. I am Chapatti. This is Food with Life. Hello, and welcome back to Food with Life. I am your host, Chapatti, and we're in the kitchen with our two wonderful chefs and our helper here, Raylene Brown, and our wonderful elder, Mr. Bob Randall from Uluru. Raylene, tell us what was something else you can give us some information about. It's very good what we just did. Show us something more.
Well, this recipe is very simple, and we're using two beautiful ingredients. One of them is the bush peach, and the other is lemon myrtle. Now, I want to talk a little bit about the bush peach first. This fruit has loads and loads of energy, and it also has high levels of potassium.
Potassium, I know. Potassium is very good for all the functioning of the cells and the membranes in the body. It is probably the most important element for functioning and bringing all the functioning of the cells all this together.
Yeah, and it's very tasty fruit. This is just, we've got a frozen product here, and all I've done with that today for our recipe we're using is just actually a breakfast I'm doing here, a really quick breakfast. So all I've done is just I've put a little bit of brown sugar in there and just cooked those fruits up, because they are quite bitter to eat, but the indigenous people, we ate them straight off the tree. Just so used to that taste and flavour, so they're really red. When they're ripe, they're bright red, the same as the colour. These have just been frozen. And inside of that fruit is this little seed, which you can see here, and we've just peeled them out, and inside of that seed is a little nut that you can also eat.
So this comes right in here.
Yeah, that's right.
Comes right inside.
Yep, you peel
You open
those
it up and you take it out, huh?
Yep, and that's it. And then what happens is we use it to make beautiful jewellery.
Oh.
So it's got two uses. The women make beautiful jewellery out of it as well.
But you don't want to eat the jewellery.
Oh, no, don't do that. So it's got a couple of uses. And now the other one that we've got here today, I love this flavour of this one. This is a lemon myrtle. So I want you both to
smell?
have a crush of that leaf and smell it. Isn't it beautiful?
Have a smell.
Strong lemon flavour.
And do you add this to the quandong?
Yeah, or to the actual yogurt. We're going to put that in today.
Into this one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
Good.
this one here, this has actually been known to be used, it's actually a Queensland product, but it has been known to be used in the history as an aphrodisiac, but it also is really great for your immune system. So it fights all those bad, it's like an antibody, like it goes against all the bad things in the body.
Microbes. Get rid of microbe.
That's right. So
Yes.
that's a really important thing as well to know about this plant.
Lemon myrtle.
Oh, it's so nice. And I know that they use it as a flavour in toothpaste now. So and even in a herbal tea.
Oh,
And
yes.
it also helps to relax you as well. Relaxing.
The nervous system
Yeah.
probably quiets down.
Yeah,
from
quieten
this.
down.
Yes, it's good
So
to know.
it's an important plant, and
Very
it's
nice.
a really nice flavoured one to use. So this is a really simple recipe we're going to be doing today. So Bob, all we're going to do in here, we're just going to put a teaspoon of the dried. So you can buy it like this. You can buy the dried lemon myrtle. So we're only just going to put a teaspoon in there.
Ooh.
So, and then we're just going to give that a bit of a stir around. So we're going to get that colour all the way through that. So you can imagine this lemon flavour, how it's going to be. So that's all you need to do there. So we'll set that aside. And now we've got a glass just to serve this in. So we're going to put our lovely glazed quandongs in the bottom of there. So push those down. So we've got our fruit down there. We've got our energy down there and our potassium down there. And we've got this lovely lemon myrtle yogurt that we're going to spoon on the top of that.
It's a wonderful combination, these flavours you're bringing in.
They're beautiful, really lovely flavours. I mean, it might seem silly to be having lemon in the morning.
No. It's a very different flavour, you know.
And then all we've got here is just an untoasted muesli, which has lots of nuts and fruit.
Muesli, yeah?
Yeah, and it's a nice thing, so we can have that in there.
Good breakfast food,
Yeah,
yes.
it's a good. Just imagine if you'd start the day with this.
It's wonderful.
How great this would be. It's actually got one of your fruits in there, a bit of cranberry.
Yes.
There, that got a lot of vitamin C too, I heard. So we've got that up there. So look at that. How quick was that to prepare?
Oh.
A really nice, healthy breakfast.
Yes.
Energy, potassium. What about a bit of relaxing as well in
Very
the morning?
nice. Very nice. All.
and to protect your body during the day.
Oh, stimulating.
So
Very
look how great and easy that was to make.
simple.
So Are we going to have a try of that? Or?
I think we could.
Okay, I think I might let.
You grab a spoon.
Yep, we'll bring that back over here. And
Bob, you have a try?
I certainly will.
My honor.
Okay.
You have one, please.
Okay, yes.
You take a spoon, please, here.
So we're going to try a bit of that lemon myrtle yogurt. Okay. I'll have a little bit. I wouldn't mind digging down and getting one of those quandongs out, but I think it's a bit too far down.
Too far? What do you think? Okay, I go for the quandong.
Okay.
I don't know if I can find him.
They're right down the bottom.
He's there in the bottom. I got one. There's a big spoon, though.
I know.
I take the whole thing in?
Yeah, go.
Oh, me. I didn't know. I can't say anything.
It's too nice.
It's beautiful. It's delicious, the flavor. And the quandong is...
Lovely.
You said it.
Very,
You said
very
it.
beautiful fruit.
You enjoy the flavor?
I certainly
It's
did.
beautiful.
Yes, I hope so.
Thank you so much. Thank you
Thank
very,
you.
very much.
Thank you.
Bob Randall, thank you very much for being with us here from Uluru.
Our pleasure being here.
Yes. And I am your host, Chapatti. It's very nice with these wonderful people to make these recipes. We'll be coming into some more recipes in our next show with our wonderful chef. And I am your host, Chapatti. We'll see you again very soon. Thanks for watching. Stay healthy, eat well, be happy, and smile. Remember, quandong's around the corner. Okay. Okay. Bye-bye. Come back again. Thanks for watching Food with Life.
Feel